right, everyone. Welcome back to the All Right Men Play Dungeons and Dragons. That is a working title. We're, of course, open to any suggestions. It's not really that accurate of a title anyway, considering there are no dungeons nor dragons.
No dragons in this one.
In this particular scenario, but it's apt enough. This is episode 2. We're jumping right back in where we left off. I'm Jack. I played Mr. Green in episode 1.
I'm Dylan, and I played Mr. Red.
And without any further ado, we're just going to jump right back in where we left off with our DM, Killian. Please, take it away.
Well, in our first and last session, our characters were involved in a bank heist, a rather large one.
Yeah.
They went in loud, guns blazing, were able to burn away into the safe, gather a large amount of federal bonds, which may be the largest ever robbed. Before you and your small team
had our hands on it,
fought your way out with some light casualties of Mr. Blue and some rather banged up hits to the rest of you guys.
Went mostly well, but
till
a couple of obstacles.
There were a couple
of hitches.
But then that last hitch, I mean.
There was an unfortunate last hitch.
That one hurts most.
I did at least get Mr. Blue. I got him.
You did get him.
I got him.
Speaking of that last hitch, our heroes were betrayed, unable to collect their goods, and dumped somewhere
Backstabbed
in the desert.
By some bastards.
By some criminals. Should have seen it coming.
Getting back into it.
Damn it. Should know what we were getting into.
Could you guys please make a fortitude save for me, each of you?
For the first roll of the day, starting off
fortitude
hot.
save. Okay. Well, you know what?
I will admit my guy is not fortuitous at all.
My fella's fairly fortuitous.
Okay.
It is true.
I would hope so, honestly. The size of that body.
Big old fella and a samurai. However, I can make myself extra fortuitous. Now I'm going to go ahead and actually use one of my special abilities, which we didn't really get into last episode.
We didn't. No, we did not.
I'm going to use one of my resolve points to let me roll with advantage on this. What was it?
Fortitude save.
Fortitude. Yes.
And that's
fortitude
for
or will.
And will, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Very willful bastard.
So then roll twice.
Roll twice with
Take
advantage.
Okay. I rolled a 10 and then a 9, so nothing crazy.
Cool.
But with a little bit of extra fortitude.
Yeah, what you got there?
That's gonna make it a dirty 20.
Your fortitude
Dirty 20.
is good.
And a
Mine is a 16.
16.
Not bad.
Not
Awesome.
bad. Yeah.
Not bad. Take that.
For how much fortitude I got.
After an undetermined amount of time, Mr. Green, Jack, you wake up. Your face is half buried in the reddish-orange sand of this countryside.
Stained with it.
First, you think whatever thoughts you think, not really realizing before. You forget there's not a lot of air out here, and you don't exactly have an oxygen tank.
I got big lungs, but not that big.
Give me a perception check.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, what do those lizard eyes see?
Gotta spot some kind of habitation, perhaps.
Yeah, some kind of dome or
That's a 17.
village.
A 17. So, first thing, you look to the sky, plane's not there. It's been long enough that the plane's gone.
Okay.
Second off,
Damn. Dumb doesn't work.
you see two half-covered bodies laying about 20 and 40 feet away from you, respectively, about to your right.
Okay.
And you see the corpse of Mr. Blue laying about 3 feet next to you. It was right next to your body when you woke up.
Okay.
Also in the distance, the opposite direction of your comrades, you see a thin column of smoke coming from over a small, sand dune hill type thing.
Okay, so I mean, how much
Civilization?
how much time do I think I have here?
Yeah.
You probably couldn't hike. You're not dying. You are able to think and operate. But with your knowledge of the countryside that you have, I mean, you don't really know how long you've been out. You could probably go about 40 minutes without oxygen.
Okay.
Humans are going to go unconscious a little sooner than you will.
Sure. Okay.
We're losing brain cells.
Well, I guess first things first. I mean,
To be clear, sorry, it's not that there is no oxygen, there's just not enough to support the level of life that you guys have. Your bodies are not built for this.
Plans in the process of terraform.
Yes.
I think. Well, first things first. I mean, I need to kind of inspect inspect my body here. We did take pretty significant wounds.
Do a check. Yeah, how...
In that whole debacle, do we still have all those?
Yes, I'm very
Yes.
wounded.
So any dings or bumps that you guys may have gotten or bullet holes in your body are still there.
Got a couple of those.
So you guys aren't actively bleeding. Before your betrayal, they did at least lull you into a sense of security by patching up some of your wounds. So your bandages, if you have them, are still on, and like that. But your health is low.
Damn, they really got us.
There is like anywhere where there's blood is now covered in like that orange sand. You know, it's kind of caking on you.
Yeah.
You can walk. All your items are with you. But that's where we're at.
Okay.
We
Well,
didn't need any of our shit. I mean, God.
Mr.
Filthy
Blue,
fucking rich now.
he's still in one piece.
Yes.
Yeah.
As much of One Piece as he was in his state.
Well, I'm gonna just pick him up, saddle him right back up. I got you, pal.
It's like you have him like laying over, stomach across your back.
Yeah. Strap him up a little bit. And then, well, I guess I'll look at my comrades. I took my mask off just to try to ease my breathing. That big, like, red Oni mask. Hooked that down on my side, looking around, seeing just the desolate area. Do you see that smoke in the distance? So I immediately picked that as a destination. I mean, looking up the cliff, how far did we fall?
So remember, you didn't fall off a cliff. You were pushed out of the back of the aircraft
Right.
as it moved through the desert.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't get any of that.
How high?
I thought we landed, got out, went up to a cliff, and then they pushed us off.
No.
Cool.
Yeah, it was all in the pit.
All in the
All in
plane.
the hangar.
Didn't even stop moving. Okay, well, damn. So we fell extra far.
But it was probably about 35 feet. They were flying pretty low.
Okay.
Damn. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Enough to knock a man out, though.
Well, can I recognize the two other bodies here?
It's indeed Mr. Red right next to you and Mr. Yellow a little farther out.
Did Mr. Yellow get like his brains blown out before they pushed him over? Or is
They
he-
just slammed him on the back of the head. They didn't shoot him.
He was, like,
so
one
he took a
health or
major
something.
wound for sure, but brains blown out, not quite.
All right. Well, I'll just check what's the breathing like.
So on Mr. Red, the first one, light, and he seems kind of halfway into consciousness right now.
Okay, got one, and then the other.
Breathing, staggered, fully unconscious,
Okay.
and
Well,
very hurt clearly.
then I'll go ahead and bend on down to you.
Boy, yellow.
my probably closest compatriot in our heist. Although, I mean, Mr. Yellow and I probably spent the most time together. I'm gonna bend down, and then I guess I don't really have much in terms of healing.
Yes, sir. You pound my chest.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of just pick you up and just
Squeeze
kind
me
of
a little bit.
shake you a little bit, dust
Yeah.
you off.
As
Just see if you
Mr.
kind of
Red,
wake
you are
up.
Get the
picked up
coins
by
out of
these
me.
two large clawed lizard hands, you are woken up into a delirious consciousness. You are beginning to suffer from light hypoxia. Hypoxia.
Sounds
We're
right.
starting to feel a little happy.
It's feeling good out here.
Feeling a
I
little
don't know about you,
good.
but I feel great.
I'm feeling good, bro.
Well, are you awake, man? Are you awake?
Green. Are we alive?
Just barely. We're on the ground. And I'll set you down and make sure you can stand. Looks like they left us for dead.
Fuck.
Indeed.
Fuck. What are we gonna do? I'm not gonna admit I don't know my way around this fucking barren rock.
Well, we won't last out here very long. I can already barely breathe.
I'm starting to feel it.
All right, I'm gonna go over and do the same thing to Mr. Yellow.
Mr. Yellow does not wake up. You lift him up, and he is fully limp like a dead body.
Still breathing lightly though.
Faint breath.
Okay, then I'm gonna.
Is he
You
alive?
see, now that you've lifted him up, that there is a massive bleeding wound at the base of his skull.
Oh God, that ain't good.
He's alive, but I don't know for how long. You have anything about healing?
I can give him a check, but I'm not the best at it.
And speaking of checks, you for now, Jack, are fine. But Dylan, you're gonna have disadvantage until you get oxygen into your system. You are at the point where you are delirious a little bit.
I'm stumbling over.
It's all right. Stay steady. We'll get back. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Mr. Yellow over my back as well. Carry them both. Secure them.
We're gonna look really weird going into town.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know if I've been to this side of the wilds necessarily. Used to being in some of these, outer towns, but I mean, maybe just for a little while.
Yeah, I've stayed in the city most of my time here, so.
All right. Well, we're not gonna get anything done if we just stay here, so
And I feel like I'm going to. So.
let's get moving. I reckon that's the best bet of civilization. Pointing to the fire, the smoke in the distance. And I'll head that direction.
Awesome. Well, while you guys walk, can you please each make another fortitude save for me? I will make one for Mr. Yellow as well.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, I'm gonna use another resolve point.
Okay.
I have 5, so
I wish I had that kind of resolve.
And is that per day or?
5 per day.
5
Awesome.
per day. Wow, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Well, I got a 5, so I'm delirious.
25.
25. You're trucking through. You're thinking, as you said, Mr. Yellow was the guy you spent most time with. You did kind of bond with Mr. Red a little bit more, but you feel you have a friendship with Mr. Yellow, or
Yeah.
I don't want to describe it for you, but
I
Traded,
I felt like we were
gunshots.
good comrades. He was betrayed the same way we were, bonded by tragedy.
your
An enemy.
resolve to save him is driving you quickly. It kind of doesn't even feel like you are limited in your oxygen supply.
4 legs. I can even out my weight.
You're scrambling.
Yeah,
up.
Big old, maybe even 2 sets. I got a chest and then like a second chest. So who knows? Double lung system.
Double.
I haven't checked.
With how big you are, I mean, your lungs got to be massive.
I mean, a centaur has 2 lungs, 2 sets of
If
lungs.
you wanted to
right?
make a knowledge nature check, you could to learn about your internal structure.
Just to see if
You
I
got
can
more lungs?
just to see if I can reckon how many are in there.
How many do I
Or
got?
if you've heard
How
about
good I breathe.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
How good I breathe.
Okay. I'm just gonna pass. I'll pass.
don't know
regardless,
shit about
your
me.
I
fortitude,
think
which is
about it
good,
a little.
you guys
2 lungs.
crest this short hill before you pass out, kind of right at the top of, I say hill, but it's a small hill covered entirely by sand that form a somewhat sand dune.
Hey, Green.
I'm gonna steady you.
I can't breathe no good.
Steady him. Yeah,
He's
you almost,
fully passed out.
yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna
But-
pick him up.
Yeah, as you pick him, you kind of grab him, and you look up to notice that there is a small farmhouse only about 30 yards beyond the base of this,
Okay.
Shit.
Okay. Small
Maybe-
farmhouse. Where's the smoke coming from?
inside the farmhouse,
Okay.
or like in the vicinity, right behind it.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay. And can I see the farm of said house?
No. It seems to be a ranch. So there is like a fence along
Alien lights?
a light.
Alien
Future
cows?
cows.
3-eyed cows?
McDonald's branded cows.
Not
Yeah,
cows,
Yeah.
but they look more like pigs.
Mm.
It's like a really hardy pig. They're kind of like hippo shaped in their like proportions of where it's like really stocky and short, but they are pigs.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Piggy boys.
I mean, that's as good as we're gonna get.
I think so,
So I'm just gonna carry him.
I'm passed out.
My other comrades on my back. I'm just gonna hurtle down that sand, nice and steady. Get in there.
Just running.
God, you are quarterbacking this whole team.
No, I'm gonna try to keep everybody steady. Currently, I am fully carrying the team.
Carrying the team.
I'm gonna go steady, keep everyone kind of still, and I'm also gonna try to not freak out whoever's here, because I'm sure living life out in the country, I've freaked out the occasional traveler and
Yeah,
such.
occasional
So-
man in the family.
I know what my presence is like. Mask off.
You've seen a mirror.
You know what, Matt? I honestly don't know which is
Going-
better, mask
Going
off
full
or
mask
on.
off.
It
The
might
only
be
mask
worse.
is demon too, so yeah.
At least with the mask, they know it's a mask, so my mouth could be normal
Could be
underneath.
true. It gives the.
You know what? I think.
Do people generally know about your species here?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So I think they probably.
Maybe in the hinterlands you get a couple that don't, but like most people do because they had to travel through
Especially
space
like
to
a
get here.
farmer, he probably knows about.
I think to show like, I don't know, just to come off as extra non-threatening. I'm not only gonna take the mask off, also just gonna take my helmet fully off, attach both to the side, and just approach bare and bald as the day I was born.
And bloodied.
And bloodied. A little. Oh, there's some blood in there
So
for sure.
You scramble down this sand slope, head out, and right as you're kind of like walking out what their lawn is, like at the base of the hill, you hear, Dale! Dale!
There's a monster walking
We
up!
got hoodlums walking on the land!
I say, wait. I'll say, wait. I come in peace. I'm like, shit.
No, that didn't come out right.
Now, I'll deal with this, Marjorie. I'll deal with this. Just you, don't worry your head. As the door opens up,
I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna keep approaching, like 20 feet away.
you pause. Yeah, holding a body across you, 2 bodies across your back.
Help me.
Now, what the hell are you doing on my land? An older, probably in his 70s, human man in overalls with one button buttoned, the other one broken off at some point. A flannel, clearly very dirtied and covered in sand. Sand in his hair and in his white beard that has an orangish tone from all the sand that's in it. So he approaches you with the equivalent of Grandpa's double-barrel shotgun in our age, but what is
some extra power.
it is 2 large plasma slugs that will pretty much blow both of your shoulders off, Jack, if you were to shoot them at you.
I love that. I love that. What did you say again?
What the hell are you doing here?
What are you doing?
Only seeking refuge. I'll show the bodies on my back. Many wounded.
Alright, well,
Oxygen.
alright, come over
Cannot
here.
breathe.
Get on the porch. Get on the porch.
Alright, I'll go over
And
there
he
and
walks
kind of just
back
set
into
him
the
on the
building.
porch.
Yeah, so on this porch, there's like 2 chairs, like a porch swing onto one side, and the door kind of in the center of this whole thing. Throw them down wherever.
Yeah, I'll set him on the porch. They need oxygen, probably quickly.
All right. As he turns around and walks through the doors, leaving you guys outside.
Okay. In that case, I'll just kind of, I'll settle myself, you know, slow my oxygen rate. I'm gonna try to not ask him for anything for myself if I can. And yeah, I mean, just rest for a brief moment. Well, I can't.
You're starting to get some light hypoxia yourself at this point. You reckon, based on how they're doing and how you're doing, you probably were passed out for about 15 minutes, which
Okay.
is quite lucky.
Yeah, falling from a plane.
Yeah. But kind of pushing the limits as you hear the tss of the door opening as he opens. It's hand open, by the way, not like mnemonic, but there is a pressure gradient.
Okay. It's
Okay.
analog.
Okay. Analog pressure.
Analog door.
You guys know this is from the oxygen system inside, keeping the thick atmosphere in the building. Nonetheless, walk outside, and he hands you 4 human-sized oxygen masks connected to a compressor that he is holding. Well, it might not fit you, but it's better than nothing.
It is more than enough. I thank you. That one there, and I'm pointing to Mr. Yellow. I think he might be medically unstable, maybe even bleeding out. Still,
Mind if I take a look at him?
not at all.
So he walks over, gets down on a knee, kind of looks at him. You see him kind of lift the hair up on Mr. Yellow's head.
Giving them the oxygen, or him. All right. Also, I'll just give one of the oxygen tanks back to him. This one doesn't.
This
need
one's
it.
a robot.
Oh, this one's
Dead.
dead for
This
now.
one's brain dead.
One could maybe get back later.
You have recharger.
Oh,
USB-C?
free Wi-Fi.
Nothing I can do about him, he points to Mr. Blue.
Okay.
Do you have
Quite
a
honestly-
Continental here? I love a big brekkie.
Room service. All of it.
What kind of spread do you have here? But, well, to be honest, there's not much I can do about this man. What'd you say? Yella?
Yeah. Don't know his real name.
Well, I don't want to ask any questions. You know, get him into the doctor of Red Sands. You know, within the hour, maybe you'll stand a chance, but I don't think it's very likely.
I understand. In that case, probably better be back on the road. And I'll look to you. Think you can walk?
Have I awoke?
Oh, yeah. It doesn't take very long with the oxygen before you're woozy.
I'll keep one of the other ones on yellow, and then I'll use the last one for me.
I can walk.
Good. Good to have you back. All right. I'm going to pick yellow up, strap him over my back, and I'm going to turn to the old feller. Your assistance is very much so appreciated. And I'll reach out a large, scaly hand for a handshake.
He reaches in a normal human-sized hand and meets it. Well, that's no problem. Now you know where you're going. How'd you get out here in the first place?
Would you believe we fell from the sky?
Looking at you, I might.
Unfortunately, it's more true than you might think. Left us in a bit of a pickle.
No masks out in this godforsaken wasteland. Thank you for the help, good sir.
What
Saved my life.
What was your name again?
Well, what was his name?
What was my name again?
What was my name?
Shoot!
It was.
Shit, you can call me Dale.
Oh, Dale!
Dale's it. Yeah,
That's right.
sir.
That's right.
Call me Dale.
Dale,
Roll Tide.
Roll that.
you are an honorable and gracious warrior. I hope to meet you on the field of battle again someday. And then I take off in the direction of town.
Which direction is that exactly?
He pointed in a direction, right?
He kind of pointed just out in the distance, probably towards the left of the house.
I'll just trust that he was pointing exactly where it was and start going.
Seeing him
there.
walk away, I'm like, is there, you could maybe give us a map or something? I don't know if I trust my directions around here.
Well, yeah. So you're gonna go that way till you get to the Chimney Rock. Once you get to the Chimney Rock, take a left. It'll be a half day's walk from there.
Okay. Left from Chimney Rock. Thank you.
I'm like 50 feet away.
Already fucking moving. Oh, well, I guess I gotta go join him.
So yeah, you're just fully moving, but you
ready.
hear, Dale, now what are those people doing down there?
Why are they dead?
Higher pitched than that.
Why are
Well, Marjorie, I'm just helping fellers in need. God damn. And the door
Too good a
closes.
soul.
Door closes behind, and you guys are off.
You're too good.
You kind of jog your way up. And also, Jack, you have to like hold the oxygen mask on, but like you like get your oxygen fist and then hold it to your
Put
side
it
or
back,
whatever.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you really the straps don't really work for your biology.
I'll just take it and get some breaths.
Yeah,
But you're good. You can
Back
just
on.
Mine attaches to my visor, right?
yeah, it fits well underneath the visor. Yeah, and just
Yeah,
yeah.
Sick.
clicks right.
These ones are old leather ones. You guys know that they're generally like a lot more sturdy and like built. But these ones are pretty much just like World War II era like
Right,
oxygen
yeah,
mask.
like-
You know, like
Yeah.
Mask. Full tank attached.
It works.
All right, well, I mean, I'm dead steadfast heading in whatever direction he pointed.
And I'm catching up to you to put you in a little better direction.
yeah. So for a while, you guys keep going before you know. So you're like, all right, I think we gotta hang left here and whatever. You argue before you get to a rock that looks like a chimney. It's
Oh,
kind of a
Dale said something about this. He said, take a left at the Chimney Rock.
It's kind of like a
Chimney.
rectangle for about 100 feet before kind of fading in a cone shape up into a circle that goes up another 100 feet. So it's about 250 feet in
I could
total.
turn my hill a little bit.
Yeah, it's more like a big mesa that looks like a chimney, but kind of almost termite hill shaped. Yeah.
I don't see any smoke. I don't get it.
I think it was just, because it looks like it. Well,
Rocks.
you said take a left and it's about a half day's journey.
Can we see anything from where we are? Like, are we high up?
Yeah,
So
but
for now,
where are we?
right now, you're actually not. So you are, you know, just from your experience in the land, Jack, that you are on a plateau, and that if you keep going, you will drop out of the plateau. But for now, you really can't see anything, and that this is just like kind of a pillar on top of another kind of built-up area. But if you guys take the left, I don't want to rush you. If there's anything you want to do on the journey, please feel free. But I can describe as well.
Yeah, I think once we take the left and are going in the right direction.
No,
and
it's a half day.
once we're kind of just on the track, carrying, I got yellow and blue on my back. Take occasionally. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. Say, Red, where are you from?
You probably won't believe this, but no, I don't know if you even know where it is. A place called Earth.
Earth. Have I heard of Earth?
Are you at all I forget. In your past, are you involved with the society?
Yeah, are you in
on this planet?
How many social gatherings you partake in?
I've been involved in society for about 4 years.
Yes, you know of Earth. People talk about it as like the kind of old place, the capital, the big zone, big city.
It's where all of us humans came from.
Ah, that's why it's so famous. I've heard of it. I suppose that's something we have in common then. I'm not from Earth, but I'm also from my species' planet of origin. Although, I consider the Crucible my home now.
And what's your name, big man? We've never been properly introduced. We've been shot at. We've been backstabbed together. I feel like we can exchange a little bit.
With all of the dishonor we've experienced recently, it does seem to me as though you are on the honorable side, at very least. You took a criminal job, but at the end of the day, so did I. Sometimes you just gotta make amends meet.
Gotta make do, you know.
The Reptaroks are not named at birth. We choose our name. My village gave me my name. Here, in the Crucible, I go by Carno. I picked it, for as a child, I would only ever eat meat. Nothing could satiate my taste for blood. Even now, I can't resist, in the heat of battle, getting but a taste.
Well, as long as it's not mine, you can eat away.
What about you then, human from Earth? What's your name?
I go by Aaron.
Aaron.
And, for, yes, giving me your whole little story, I am from the Turner family.
A proud and honorable line.
Not proud in the sense, but, respected. We're merchants. My dad was a merchant, my mom, and, everyone in my family.
Seems like most humans are these days.
Good way to make money, but, it wasn't the life for me. I took a few smuggling jobs to get out of Earth and made my way here. Wanted to see space, see the stars, fly a spaceship.
I suppose one day I would also like to leave this planet. To return. I do feel as it is my home. But leaving, being among the stars again, I haven't seen them since I was but a hatchling.
Well, I guess for now then, I think I'm satisfied as far as getting to know you. So
I think,
A little bit
it might
of-
be a slow breakdown.
Yeah, a little bit of metagame here. Would you guys like to tell people your classes and any other information you want to share
Should
about
we
the actual
open
character?
it up to the people? Yes.
Well,
Not have
it-
it be NA down here.
yeah. I guess in that case, while we're still walking,
So, I guess for someone like you to end up in a heist like that, you must have a pretty particular set of skills.
Yeah, I would say that.
I saw your work with those laser pistols, but
My trustees.
well, mate, I'm curious. Did they bring you along for anything else than a hired gun?
Well, I'll admit, though I don't like to talk too much about myself, I'm a bit of a smooth talker. I have a few particular skills that let me get by with people.
A people person.
Make them think I'm not really who I am. I can very good at hiding my motives.
Deceitful. And you use this skill for the betterment of yourself.
I have used it to this point for that, yes. But that is not to say that I don't talk some people out of their own troubles too. I got a bit of a bleeding heart. It comes from my mom.
I inherited something from my mother as well.
And I'm gonna just
Your looks?
Close.
I'm gonna just open my mouth and like one of my teeth is just a little longer and sharper.
Okay, yeah.
Great for snagging the meat right where you need it.
The meat tooth.
Well, frankly, you have a skill set I'm somewhat envious of when it comes to interacting with the peoples in the towns. I find it difficult.
Well, I find it very difficult to lift heavy things, so I'm very envious of that skill of yours.
I suppose the Reptarok biology does come with certain advantages, though there is the occasional door I won't be able to fit through. It's just how it is.
That's how it is. Hey, and I'll fit through that door for you. If they come to it in this weird-ass town we're going to.
Sounds to me like we could have a mutually beneficial partnership here. Maybe even a couple extra members if these two pull through.
Wake up. I'll admit, I haven't had very many friends on this rock. Hard to meet up and meld with some of the locals. I'm kind of seen as a little bit of an outsider, being a true earthling.
I see. Well, as you can imagine, I'm considered a little more than an outsider. Well, I suppose we'll have to see what the local area is like, but
And if we can get on our own 2 feet, even alone, I don't know with that backstab, where we are, I don't know where I don't know where cities are.
About as this conversation is winding down, you guys reach the end of the plateau. It's about an 80-foot drop down into a wide kind of desert bowl. Well, not bowl, but big canyon. You can see the other side, but it is huge, miles and miles across. You can barely see the other side. And right in the middle, along a dried up riverbed that you can see running down the middle, is a small town. Not much bigger than the T intersection that it is built upon. Yeah. You guys see now you have to kind of take a meandering switchback path down the cliff of the mesa into the much harder to traverse, except for, on this little path only about wide enough for 2 of those animals you saw earlier. About that wide, walking through. All the other sand is much deeper, much more dunier here than up there.
if I was in a little bit of shape, I'd, probably just go straight down. But I think we might as well take it slow.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it slow at least. Still pretty banged up. Ugh.
I am also still a little worse for wear.
So yeah, I'm just gonna slowly get our way down, be careful enough. I mean, as long as we figure we have enough oxygen for the time being, take our time.
Yeah.
But then get on our way.
Yeah, doesn't take you too long, and the journey goes probably another hour and a half before you pull up into this town. A small metal sign, rusted out, and barely make out Red Sands.
Red Sands.
Have I been here before / heard of it?
You have not heard of it.
Okay. I would assume that means I haven't been here.
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would make sense.
Another one of the shanty towns.
Little outskirt town. It's quaint, I'll give it that.
Yeah, we'll see if it has anything more to offer than little quaintness.
How's the population? People walking around? Busy,
So
or-
so you guys are walking down what seems to be the main thoroughfare.
Okay.
Couple people milling about.
Okay.
Nobody seems to immediately take notice of you two. But you could guess based on the size of the town, maybe 150 people max.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it is kind of a T intersection that has a lot. It seems to have the commercial or public buildings, and then kind of behind it in all three directions are various scattered residential houses. It's pretty low density. A lot of the houses are built kind of in between folds in the sand dunes.
Okay.
Okay.
And is it seemingly all human, mostly human?
Yeah. What's the
As of right now, all you see are humans. But then again, there are only about 3 people walking the street. Most people seem to be inside.
A little quiet. All right. Looking around, any hospitals, any clinics?
So, as you're walking down, let me just kind of read what you're seeing. So on your left, you see the jail. On the right, sheriff's office.
You know,
Sheriff.
as we see that,
Might be a good idea to keep a low profile. We might be the most interesting thing to ever happen to this town.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
You also pass by a radio station, the graveyard, the Undertaker, a saloon. Before you cross the intersection, and on the opposite side of the intersection from the saloon is the doctor's office.
The doctor, the pharmacy. You go get some coke.
just because
Genuine.
even though we're in the future, if we're on the frontier, you need
Still
coke.
the frontier.
You need
yeah.
coke. I mean, to explore a
Haven't
vast, wide
yeah.
frontier,
How are you gonna do it without some coke? Without some nose candy?
a little
Okay.
bit, a little bit straight up.
A little bit. With
Whoa,
no snow?
whoa! I was talking about Coca-Cola, which does have Coke in it in
okay,
this
yeah.
time, but we don't
Yes,
snort it.
right,
That's
right,
for
right.
In
animals.
this time
Right.
of the future.
Right,
In this
right,
time
right.
of the future.
That is
Space Coke.
That's for the degens.
They put the cocaine back in it.
They put
once
it
it
back
became
in, yeah.
space Coke.
Space Coke. The Coke is back.
Space Coke. Now it's Stardust, which is
Everything you loved about Coke is back. Okay, well, doctor's office. I mean, how big's this place?
Yeah.
the doctor's office. It's 2 stories,
Okay.
with 1 door, not even a double door.
Okay.
All right. How big's this door?
Yeah.
You could squeeze through, but it's human size. Well, no, you're good. It's because it's wide. Yeah, you're good. It's
Okay.
human
It's wide,
height, but it's wide enough to fit
Double
you.
door.
Yeah.
I can definitely get low if I have room
Duck
to
a
get
little
wide.
bit. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess before we go in,
Well, I got the dead guy, but
Yeah.
you want to maybe give him a briefing before we throw him into this?
Yeah, I think so.
all right, I'll wait outside.
All right, I'll walk in.
You walk into a dusty building. You do have to break the seal to walk in. Cool air rushes past your body as you walk in before closing the door. It's just one room. There's a staircase in the back behind a wall. But other than that, it is 2 beds, a little desk in the front, and then a large glass cabinet along the left side wall full of various instruments and medicines and whatever. And sitting at the desk, which is a little bit of a lower desk than a human would sit at, a strange individual. You have seen a couple of people that look like this before, but it is, I say people in quotes, it is a metallic scorpion like, ha ha ha. But it's a metallic scorpion like creature where the claws are opposable hands, like almost like a human, but not exactly. And the tail also has an appendage, a grabbing appendage like a hand as well. And inside is mostly in the head area, a neon green glowing blob. Not glowing, sorry. Like semi-luminescent, translucent. It does have a little like glow if you shine the light right, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I walk in.
In a very crisp, kind of sharp tone, like a high-end, like a rich person speaking down to you. Why, hello! How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Are you the doctor?
Yes, I am Dr. Vita.
Dr. Vita.
Dr. Vita.
Vita. Nice to meet you. Well, I have come in to inquire about an injured friend of ours.
What, you? And as he crawls out from under you, he moves like skittering like a spider. You seem to be hurt yourself as the scorpion tail kind of comes over and grabs your arm, and the other 2 kind of pull on your forearm.
Oh God. I am, but someone with much more pressing injuries that you should get to. We had a run-in with some bandits on the road, and he got all shot up.
Becoming all too common these days.
I know. Goddamn criminals.
All right. Show me the man.
All right. I go out. All right. He's ready to see him.
All right, I'll come in. I'll get Yellow off back, and I'll hold him, and then I'll come in. Have I seen one of these things before? What are
the
these?
door for you.
What are these fellas?
Yeah, one of these guys.
I'll let you pick. 'Cause
Okay,
honestly,
then
no.
So I walk in, and I look, and I go,
What the fuck is that?
It's the doctor.
Oh,
Don't say anything.
I am a mock Torren.
hello, sir.
Torren.
Doctor, this is the wounded warrior.
As you place him in, he kind of struggles to lift the weight before carrying him over to the table. This man will not live.
You're sure?
Quite positive. He will die soon.
Yellow.
He was a good comrade.
He was a warrior. Died defending us. Well,
Wake him up before he goes.
get last words. Shoot him with adrenaline or some Coca-Cola.
I can either try to save him, unlikely, or wake him up.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a chance. There's a chance.
A small chance.
No, maybe, probably not. I've never seen it, but I can try.
It's a long walk. So much blood. Warrior's burial for him.
Let's let him get out his last words.
Yeah.
Wake him up.
Okay.
Stick him
He
with the tail.
scatters across the room to that glass cabinet, opening up one of the small doors on it before taking out a small syringe, filling it with a small clear liquid from a glass bottle.
That good shit.
Sticking it in
That
at the
good
base of
good.
his neck. Only a moment. Come.
Okay.
You guys walk up to him. You wait a minute or two before.
Go up, hold his hand. Yellow.
Yellow. Can you hear me, man?
Barely getting out a nod.
Listen, I don't know what you remember, but the plan went sideways. We were double-crossed. And, well, it doesn't seem like you're gonna make it.
Get them.
Is that all you want from us? Anything else? Any loose ends?
He doesn't seem to be able to get any more words out, but he's
I need to go fuck
slightly
your bitch.
shaking his head. No.
Is there an unfucked bitch?
Is there an unbugged bitch? Okay.
We'll do that
There
now.
cannot be an unbugged bitch with me around.
Seems like we're good.
Okay. No.
Okay.
No.
That was nice of you to check. To offer.
I had to offer.
He seems to appreciate it.
Yellow, you fought hard. Wish we could have saved you.
Does he seem like he could get anything else out?
Yeah, can he?
No, he's breathing staggered, and he does seem to be conscious, but he's not really. Doesn't have energy to shake his head or talk really.
Doctor, I think it's time. Put him out of his misery.
Pull the plug.
If you're sure.
I am now.
He's in pain.
As he pulls out a revolver and caps him in the head.
Execution.
What's the fucking doctor from Borderlands? Dr. Zed or
Doctor.
Dr. Zed.
What is that guy? Yeah, is this Dr.
Yeah,
Zed?
yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Zed, yeah.
Chopping people up.
This will save you.
Wow, okay, well shit.
God, bro. It's a cold world we live in.
Effective.
Now, if you don't mind, take him to the Undertaker, out of my office.
Sure.
I'll pick him up and grab him.
Hey, doctor. Before we leave, you reckon there's anywhere in town we can get this repaired.
Just holding Mr. Blue by his ankle.
Any mechanics? Very sophisticated android man.
You, no mechanic, but maybe the radio station. That
What?
guy quite knows how to work with machines.
Oh, okay. A tech
tinker.
wizard.
The tech was.
Thank you, Doctor.
Mensa.
You are an honorable and gracious warrior.
And then I leave.
Doctor, before we part out, can I grab some meds, maybe deal with this pain a little bit?
Yes. Oh, is anybody going to pay for my treatment, by the way?
For the bullet?
$50.
For the bullet you put in his brain?
And the medicine I gave to wake him up.
I left.
Fuck, you got way more cash than me.
I left you with the bill.
Fuck. Can I rummage in his pockets? Yellow got some cash, right?
He's got this. Don't you have Mr. Yellow?
No, he's got blue.
I
Or did
took-
you ta- oh, no,
I
you're
took them
taking
both.
cash.
Yeah,
Right,
I
right,
took them
fuck.
both. Slung Blue over my shoulder and then carried Yellow out.
Can you give me a second? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Here, have my gun. I'll only come back for that. Alright, I run out. Wait, Carno!
What is it, Arian?
As swift as I can, I stick my hand through his pockets. Fuck. Wait,
Give him a good jingle.
yeah, shake him out.
What falls? A watch falls out.
Okay.
Clearly not wearing it, so perhaps stolen, perhaps I don't know,
Okay,
whatever.
okay.
But no cash.
Damn.
Or
How about Blue? Yeah.
Mr.
Did
Blue
he got any
doesn't even
cash?
have any pockets except for the one big pocket that he had in the middle of his overalls.
He's got a pouch.
Yeah.
So you would need money, for the doctor?
He's just trying to make me pay for fucking Yellow's treatment for fucking killing him.
Well, I found, a few dollars on the ground the other day.
and I hold up $765.
Will this cover it?
Holy shit, where'd you get that much cash?
I told you it was on the ground. I don't know how to get money other than stealing it from banks or finding it on the ground.
Damn, bro. Well, I'll just take a little bit of this, but you keep the rest.
That is enough.
I'll take 25.
Okay.
I'll pay for half.
Okay. Well, I'll put the rest away.
But you might be my bank. I'll go to you for.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
I mean, this is something I
know.
found on the ground the other day. Although I do
I
need
got
it.
some cash.
I need it for food, I guess. Probably why I bank heisted. You gotta eat.
Why do you need so much money, bro? I got kids to send to college. I don't know what to say.
It's been hard
It's
recently.
been hard.
We're in a recession.
I'm in so much debt.
Eggs cost $20.
Have you seen credit cards recently? Their APIs are insane.
They're for crooks.
All right. Anyways, you walk in, you pay the man.
I pay the man.
He gives you some painkillers to help you out with your wounds.
Pop them.
Mostly what you need is some
Pills
rest
here.
in a bed,
Yeah.
not on the sand.
Yeah. Just give me a
you
little
walk
bit more
back
pep in
out.
my step.
To the street.
All right. Well, seeing you come back out.
Are we hitting up that Radio Shack or?
The radio. You're gonna get copyright striked by the
FM
last Radio
radio.
Shack.
Local radio shack.
Crucible Radio. He's gotta have a great name for it.
I suppose might as well see if there's anything you can do.
And what are you thinking about getting out of here and everything? I was thinking about maybe picking up some rides.
Have we seen any vehicles?
Yeah, ride shops.
Haven't seen any vehicles, but if you peer farther down, there does seem to be a mechanic.
Okay. Car guy.
I have only ridden a few vehicles in my day, but I imagine I could get the hang of it.
Yeah, it's just gotta make up all that ground somehow, and I guess wherever that is, I guess we'll see.
I suppose this does potentially give us new purpose. Are you willing to enact revenge for the dishonorable wastes that wronged us?
I've always been against revenge. I think it turns lesser men into even lesser men.
I as well.
However, Yellow was my boy.
He fought honorably,
He fought honorably and died honorably.
and it was his dying wish.
Those 2 last words.
I would also like our money back.
I would also like our money back. We put in that fucking time and effort. We got shot at. I got the bullets for that fucking cash.
Then it's decided then. We take...
Do we know what the name of the gang was?
It was Iron...
The Iron Hand.
Iron Hand, that's what it was.
So it's decided. We take down the Steelfoot gang. Are you with me?
Iron Hand, I think, but...
Sure.
I'm ready, yes.
Good.
Yes.
In that case, let's go find that Radio Shack.
Did we get a direction?
Yeah, or you just
There's
say
a big radio tower, like, just
a big
across the street,
guitar.
pretty much.
That's a doll shack.
Damn, that's a big antenna.
Is it got like something on top?
Damn. That's a big
No,
antenna.
it's so there's just like a building in front of it on the road, but like you can tell clearly which building it is.
Oh,
meant
like
to
the
be.
tower is like okay,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
like okay.
Yeah.
All
Shit. should
right.
we go check out the
Let's go
tech
check
whiz?
it out. Go to
Mr.
the front
Carrying
door.
yellow
Tech kid.
Yeah. Is his head just open, like blown off? Okay.
Well, it's not blown off, but like there is a hole through his skull. And
Is
it's
there
leaking.
blood all
Yeah.
coming out?
Yeah.
Maybe we should deal with this before we go.
Yeah, you're right. You should go to the Radio Shack.
Okay,
I'll be right behind you.
I'll see what if he even
Yeah. Just check it
knows
out.
anything about
Yeah,
androids
yeah,
and shit.
Yeah.
And you're going to the Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
What? No, I'm just gonna wait
Okay.
for now.
Yeah, don't wanna get blood up.
I
over
have
the
blue,
shack.
after all. I'll just wait outside.
All right, I walk into the shack.
Okay. You walk into the shack.
I walk into the radio shack.
Just start tongue fucking his skull. Just
I couldn't help myself.
I haven't had gray matter in so long.
It's an open meal.
He's not using it.
You ever have human brains?
It's the
It's
best.
a delicacy.
So you walk in this building. It is empty inside, save for one desk with a radio like a thing attached on top.
It's like a big empty room.
Yeah, it's literally like 40 feet of room with a small desk and a small like folding chair at the back with one guy at the radio.
It's for that. It's for that echo.
what else do they have in those places?
Yeah, seriously.
Like,
What else could they be?
Fucking radios.
Fucking
Weird. Stupid. Weird.
Little radio right on the thing. I don't need anything bigger than that. It's the future.
Right. As long as you can talk in.
And there is a human man in ranching attire, jeans, flannel shirt, but he is
Radio
young,
rancher.
probably in his late teens, 19, 18, and welcome back to 97.9 The Dunes. We're gonna be
Yes.
laying down some sick, nasty music for you here today. Just enjoy.
Some Dune tunes.
Some tunes in the dunes.
Tunes in the dunes, you know? Oh, dude, I bet Dune music is
And
sick.
after he says that, he hits a button. He says, "Oh, hi. What are you? Who are you?"
Hi, are you the radio guy?
Yeah. What's going on?
You good with tech? Went down to the doctor and he said you might be able to help us out.
Depends what you got.
I got an android.
Android.
Yeah, and a good friend, but he's been put out of commission, turned off.
What did it to him? Sandstorm.
Bullet.
Now that might be tough.
But
Let me take a look and I'll see what I can do.
thank you. All right,
So
I go back out. Garno, what the hell are you doing?
Nothing. What did he say?
He wants to check him out.
Good.
Well, in that
Maybe
case, I'll
put down your snack.
I'll just let you take Blue off me, and then
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
go to the Undertaker.
Okay.
are you still just licking him or are you eating him?
No, I was just getting some of the blood off.
Like a lollipop. Yeah, like a popsicle.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little gray matter.
just a little bit great, man.
All right. So we'll come back to you again in a sec. But you walk in, set him on the floor. Ooh.
Yeah, he heavy damage.
To the chest.
Yeah.
Okay. No promises,
But
but I can at least tinker.
you can take.
Look,
Thank you.
and I'll do it if I get full access to his operating procedure and I can keep all the files.
What can you do with those files?
You know, stuff.
Nah, he's dead. If it means coming back to life, I'm sure you'll be fine with a few missing files.
Oh, they won't be missing. I'll just, have copies of my own.
Copy them over.
Good to,
Alrighty.
good to have a backup.
This is good. Yeah.
Perfect. Well,
You're all
if you
backed
don't
up.
mind, I'll take a look at this and come back in a couple days.
Oh, a couple days. When do you think?
Couldn't tell you. Couple days. Just come
Well,
back, check in.
Running around. Give him 50. Thank you.
Thanks. Use it to buy some sandwiches.
Yeah. Buy some sandwich with that. Go on down to the sandwich shop.
Get some medicine for that.
The song's
kinda
ending.
do
I
want
gotta
a future sandwich.
I gotta get back to
yeah,
this.
Yeah. No, take your time, but thank you so much. All right.
Now that was Jazzing in the Sand by Ricky. Now,
I
and
still
you-
got Ricky.
They still got Ricky.
Damn, timeless classic.
Yeah.
He never dies.
He never dies.
Wow.
The greatest space jazz artist of all time.
They hooked him
Ricky
up into the immortal machine.
The first space jazz
so he
artist,
could
actually.
riff forever.
Yeah.
Just jazz for all eternity.
Straight jazz forever.
Well, all right. Yeah, I'm heading over to the Undertaker with actually. I don't
bury
give a
him
shit.
yourself?
Yeah, I don't give a shit
Yeah,
about
yeah,
him being
right.
put in a coffin. Yeah, never mind. I'll just wait for him.
Okay.
I walk out.
How'd it go?
Maybe promising. He said he was gonna try his best and to come back in a few days.
Sounds like an honorable warrior to me.
He was honorable. He wasn't even gonna take payment to it, but I paid him for it at least a little bit.
Then you are honorable as well, my friend. Now, as for the body,
Yes.
I don't know what culture he is from, so I think the burial is really just up to us. In my culture, dead bodies are drained of their blood and then burned in bonfires.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
In my culture, we just put him in the dirt.
How far down?
6 feet under's the saying, but doesn't gotta be that deep.
I suppose digging a hole would probably be easier than filleting and draining it.
Yes, suppose. Yes. Sacrificial body burning.
In that case, I think we'll go with your culture then. And I guess we could just find like a pit because we don't have a shovel.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll find us,
Let's just
a
wander
shallow
around.
pit.
A pit with some sand next to it, though.
To be honest,
Yeah.
you probably could just.
I figure there's probably a lot of those.
claw.
Oh yeah.
You probably just
yeah,
quad
you're
dig it.
probably great at digging.
Yeah, with the extra limbs too. I can probably get a pretty good hole going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll dig like a 4-foot pit. Since he said he didn't have to be quite 6 feet.
It doesn't.
And there is a little lot behind the Undertaker and other buildings.
Oh, at the cemetery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it there.
Bury in the cemetery.
Yeah.
But just do all the work. Yeah. This is honorable.
And I'll find.
Burying the guy that fell with us.
Since I'm seeing the stones, are there gravestones?
There are. It's
Yeah,
mostly
well,
like
headstone-
wood.
yeah, what-
Here, like here lies like carved into like a little wooden cross.
Oh,
you
did he
like-
get his gun?
You do have his gun.
Ah.
We got a watch and a gun from him.
I'll
You
admit,
want to take
I
that, or can
first.
you even get jamming your little fingers in there?
I reckon I mean, Reptirox, they make it work.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
Just
I
get a
think so.
claw in there.
Yeah,
I would be nice to have some range.
just to have
I'll
it as
admit.
your
My
an
first idea
option.
was to like stick it in the
Stick it
ground
in.
as a gravestone, but I mean,
that-
someone's just gonna take it as soon as we leave. So
Yeah, that
We're not
Undertaker's
gonna do
be
that.
Like, yoink.
I was also thinking about giving it to you as the range guy, but
I
giving
mean,
me an option.
One more pistol doesn't hurt me.
I mean, this thing's like a rifle, right?
Oh, right, it is.
It's like the full heavy rifle.
Shit.
All right, well, yeah, at least for now, I'll just take it. I'll
think you should
hold on to it.
And if you think it's not meshing with your play style and it's a little bit too
Yeah,
cumbersome,
yeah,
I can
yeah.
take it on.
Cool. All right, well, we'll worry about the stats. I don't know how much battling we'll be doing in this episode anyway, so we'll handle the stats off camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, bury him. I'll just find. I mean, is there like a rock nearby?
Just a rock.
Sure.
Just like a
Yeah,
little rock.
some stones.
Just put a rock right at
Put a
where his
good
head
rock.
was.
It's like a red like shale sandstone.
Okay. I'll put a big, nice kind of circular rock right where his head was, and then I'll write Mr. Yellow,
Yellow.
and then a smiley.
Perfect.
Here lies Mr. Yellow.
Rip. Rip in peace.
Rip in peace, Mr. Yellow.
Well, I'll admit that does feel better.
That felt good, yeah. That did.
Give him a resting place. He was clearly a warrior of great talent. And this gun of his could come in useful.
Absolutely.
Well, how long for the Robo Man?
He said a few days. So I think if we want to get out of here, we'll have to come back if anything, but...
Speaking of days, it's about the end of this one.
Okay.
As the sun is setting, about the time you're finishing up the grave.
I suppose for now, maybe we ought to just rest our weary bones.
I want to sleep in a bed.
I as well like beds.
So I guess, we saw the saloon.
We did.
Is a hotel as well.
Oh, okay. All right.
Any specific hotel? Just
It just says
or
hotel
it's
on the
just-
outside, but it does look like it's a white building, and it's very nicely painted compared to the rest of them.
Okay.
Seems that this paint gets updated, where the other ones they kind of just let the sand blast it.
Okay.
That's the saloon one?
That is the hotel.
That's the hotel.
The saloon is like a
Is also like a motel.
It's like
It
a-
also has a motel in it.
little bit,
Rooms.
yeah. It's
Okay,
kind of
okay.
still on top.
I'd rather stay at the hotel.
Yeah.
But grab a drink before we head in for the night.
A little bit of lubricant.
Bit of a sip. Make it go down a little bit easier.
Yes,
These wounds of ours.
a bit of alcohol does help the wounds.
Yeah, all right. Go to the saloon.
Okay.
Hit up the saloon.
So you
Yeah,
walk
how,
in.
how much of a
This
image
time.
is this?
This time I'm walking in first.
Yeah, opening them up, yeah.
Helmet and mask on. I'll just open her up and walk in, looking, and then I'll kind of immediately take the mask off just to as I'm inside.
You are greeted by, the entertainer, like the da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Like that, like something very similar to that is playing, but think of it in like the synth, like the synth from regular show, like in the Synthos episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's an electric piano, and the things are still going down.
Okay.
So it's a little synthy entertainer going on.
Still got some dead now.
The vibe is a little weird. You're not quite. It's like okay.
I mean, saloon vibe with the tech music, yeah.
It's like a little odd.
Let's
But
get some dubstep in
they
here.
all seem to kind of be vibing with it. So
A peculiar racket.
as you see on the left side is a long oak bar with a human standing behind it. There is a small group of people playing poker on the other side of the room, and a few other people sitting around at the tables and bars. No booths, but it's just a bunch of wooden tables with chairs around them, and some bar stools. And in the back there is a staircase that goes up the middle, splits off into two that go left and right.
Nice.
It goes up into an upper kind of balcony, like interior balcony kind of thing. That has some rooms on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I suppose walking in, I recognize the bar, and the guy behind it's probably the guy who's gonna get me a drink. So I'll slither on up to it. Not sitting on the stools, but just
Yeah.
sitting on
you
the
got
ground.
plenty of support.
Hello, barkeep.
Hey, how you doing?
I am doing okay. A little worse for wear. I would like a drink.
Well, what can I get you? Beer? Liquor?
I'll look to you, assuming you're also coming up.
I waltz on over.
Keep. What do you normally drink?
Well, usually depends on my mood. But, to put away all this pain, give me a whiskey on the rocks.
Whiskey on the
You're
rocks?
strong as shit.
So you see him throw a glass into the air, it spins, and he perfectly catches it, flicks 3 ice cubes up, and they perfectly land in.
Damn.
And he, on one pinky, lifts the bottle up and is able to pour it, leaning it on his thumb.
Damn.
Nice.
You look,
We're
and as you
coming in
move,
for a
he seems to be a
show.
human. He is not an android, but he does seem to have some enhancements on
He's
his
got some
arms to make it
cybernetics.
Okay.
perfect work. It is like wires coming out of like the back of his bicep, like on his tricep area.
Maybe a Borg, perhaps.
I'm aboard. Oh, keep. See, you got some enhancements there.
You a Borg?
How are those things?
Oh, they're wonderful. Oh, they're wonderful. They're
Yeah?
yeah, I am a Borg. I
That's cool.
Bit of a Borgie.
got them installed when my arm started to go out, and well, it just made me a better bartender for it.
Been thinking of getting my own enhancements, so I'll have to keep that in mind.
They ain't cheap, but they're well worth it. Now, I don't recognize you, gentlemen. Where you come from?
Out of town, just travelers.
Just, dropping in.
Yeah, banged up on the road, you know.
Oh, brother. All right, we can end the episode now.
All right, episode's over,
That was a
guys.
good one. I think that was a good one. Any notes?
You guys love that one?
No notes?
Any
No notes.
No
Cool.
notes.
Don't do
I did
that.
great, I think.
Don't do that ever again.
Oh.
One note.
Oh,
One
okay.
small note.
Okay.
One small note.
No.
Don't be you.
No, okay. No,
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Um,
Carno thought that was very funny.
Carno is laughing his ass off.
I would also like a drink.
same.
Give me 6 shots of tequila
Oh, shit.
and a lime.
Done.
One full lime.
Are you gonna my whole life?
Eat the lime. Take the shots.
No, I'm not a fucking animal. I'm
Okay.
gonna use my claws to cut them into
Oh,
wedges.
okay.
I'm a
Regardless-
sophisticated man.
With that same level of elegance, he pours you 6 shots, and he tries to go to cut the lime, and you're like, whoa, and he hands you a full one.
Damn, I can see why you need all that cash.
That'll do.
Perfect.
How about a little wedge?
What are your gentlemen's names, if you don't mind me asking?
That's good stuff. My name is Carno.
And it looks much more terrifying than it.
The dog fucked my hole. I need good vitamin C. I love a lemon. I love a lemon.
Oh,
You have any lemons I can suck on?
Aaron. And
right.
how about you, Keep?
the name's Sip.
Sip. An apt name.
Did you also choose your name?
Nah, actually, that guy down there picked it for
Were
me.
you born to keep?
And you see like a red, clearly like alcoholic man with a white beard and big hair sitting at the end of the bar like half passed out. And he lifts a hand up to like acknowledge being pointed at, and then goes back into his cup.
A regular.
That sounds like a
Yeah, something like that.
looks like a fun fella.
Well, you gentlemen looking for a room?
Not right now. Thank you, though.
No problem.
Just trying to get our sips in.
Now, funny joke. Now, if you don't mind, and he stands up and walks away.
I'm gonna get in Sips. Wait, Sips, before you go.
Yeah.
I want to be in you.
I wish I was in you right now. I'm just
Let me in you.
Let me in you, Sips.
Have you or anyone in town, to your knowledge, seen any aircraft flying over recently?
Good get, Carno.
Thank
you. No, not that I
Thank
see.
you, Aaron.
What kind of aircraft?
What kind of aircraft?
What kind of aircraft was it?
Do I know the model?
No.
No, but something I've never seen before.
Was it black?
Very high-tech, black spaceship.
It was black.
Wasn't a helicopter, but it could hover in the air. It was very high-tech.
Yeah,
Probably piloted by a bunch of dishonorable morons.
Dishonorable
Doesn't
fucks.
doesn't ring a bell.
No, I haven't seen anything like that.
Thank you, Sips. I am not too disappointed in you.
Yeah, you're yourself.
Before, actually to add on, you know anything about the Iron Hand gang?
Yeah, I heard of them.
Really?
They don't venture into town much, but if they wanted to, they probably could run this place.
They're around here though. This
They're all over the countryside, yeah.
Do you know where they might be most kept?
Sheriff be a better question for that one. Or that'd be a better question for the sheriff. Bah, my words.
Fumbling my words.
Well, I gotta go help these guys.
Well, yeah, thank you.
Sorry to rush
Thank
you.
No, yeah. Thank you for the drink.
Apparently these guys are pretty notorious.
Yes. Infamous.
Even this buck-ass town knows about them.
And they don't venture in all too often, but...
Well, I suppose the sheriff gives us one last lead.
yeah, maybe point us in the direction of where we can go.
I'll get up. Well, I'll take my last two.
Start our little revenge.
And then before I leave,
Sips, one last thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Sips.
This time of night, would the sheriff be in his office, or...
He'd probably be home, but the deputy will be there.
Thank you.
all right. Deputy's good enough for now. We can always inquire more in the morning.
Yeah, if we need. Yeah.
All right. Well, couple of shots,
A couple of shots in us.
lime.
Yeah.
Now slither on out. I'd say 6 shots is enough to get me like a little tipsy.
Yeah, well, I would actually say you'd think that with your size you'd be able to handle it, but actually Reptirocs have a hard time processing alcohol in their system. So you are
that
feeling it.
Yeah, that
Some
makes...
things, alcohol is worse for some things for sure.
You're fucking cold-blooded. Shit. Oh, fuck.
Actually, maybe would make it worse.
Oh,
Like you just couldn't process
You
it as
couldn't
well. I
pro-
feel like.
Sun's that out. I'm staying drunk till morning.
That
God.
was good
Oh, God.
tequila.
That was good.
I enjoyed that.
You thought it was tequila, but it was actually space mezcal. They were a little disappointed, but like, it was good enough.
I can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Bet they gave me the good stuff.
Yeah, I bet they did.
Nice guy like Sips.
Give me the good stuff.
He used to be drinks, but then he fought some space babies, became immortal, and now he sips.
Now he says,
Now he just sits. He just sits.
He lost his wife or something. I don't remember.
they always used to sip.
Horrific tragedy. He had to change his name.
Well, so what now? Bedtime?
Oh, I think it's bedtime. We can go talk to the sheriff in the morning.
Oh, the sheriff. Are you sure you don't want to talk to him? Good night.
I'm tired, big boy.
Okay, me too. Find the hotel.
It's hard to not find it. It's the bright white building in the town.
I think that's the hotel.
You think that's the one?
By the way, for the lighting out at night now, first off, stars, beautiful. At night, there is only dimly lit lanterns on the sides of the buildings.
Ooh, like fire lanterns.
Like LED lanterns. Yeah. But they're dimmed. To only like they're not disturbing the stars in the sky.
Are they kind of orange or are they that white?
They're orange. Yeah, they're definitely a very soft LED color.
Nice.
Kind of like the light in this room, but probably a little softer.
Yeah, we do have it turned up to 11 just to light our beautiful faces.
Light up beautiful faces.
Okay, hotel, big hotel.
Big hotel.
I guess I'm kind of just looking up at the stars. I think
Weeby.
There's just a like.
Can I pick out? Is Reptarok a relatively close planet to the Crucible, or is it? I guess if it's in a different solar system, then you can't see it. So never mind. It's in a different solar system.
It's in the different.
I'll say you can see its star.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
If you know what you're looking for, which you probably would at this point, yeah.
I feel like I've probably at least tried to figure out which
the
one it
Raptor
is.
star. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's home right there for me.
Imagine it's like red, like a gas giant, something like that, or a red giant.
Yeah.
I'll just let you decide this. But just about your background, would you know the stars? Like, would you know,
Ooh, like star names, or something.
or like their positions more so?
I feel like I would. I think the village I was raised in was definitely very like taught understanding of surroundings, and I think also just because I came from space at such a young age, I was definitely interested in like understanding where they are and stuff, memorizing it.
So we'll say from the stars, you can tell You are definitely farther east than you normally are. Quite a bit farther east.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm kind of just gazing for a second outside the hotel.
I'm gazing too. It's gorgeous.
You haven't seen this before, actually.
Then maybe I
Because you've been in the city where the lights are bright all the time.
Yeah.
And you saw maybe some stuff in space, but probably not.
Yeah, I was in the
You were in coach.
back rooms. I was flying coach. I was flying in a barrel.
Well, I'll absorb it. I'll take a last look at home, or a last look at my birthplace. It's not home. And then, yeah, I'll enter first. See what's like in there.
You are shocked to the first thing you notice and are drawn to is another Reptarox sitting at the desk.
Whoa! At the front desk?
The front desk.
Receptionist is a record.
And he
Is she beautiful?
It's a he. I'm
Is
so
he
sorry.
beautiful?
It's okay. All Rectoroks are bi.
Hey,
Canon.
that's fair.
Or they can change. They can probably change their sex. They're lizards.
I mean, some early
I don't
reptiles.
get lizards do that.
Some
can.
reptiles
That's crazy.
can. Yeah.
There's a whole species of lizard that are only female.
Well, except for when they mate and one becomes
Become
male,
male, and then
Wow.
yeah, they
and then
revert
just
back.
turns it right off.
Damn.
Yeah, reptiles are like the most advanced thing they can do that, I think. Because like fish do that and like
Fish
all
do,
kinds
yeah.
of bugs and shit, but I don't think like mammals can't do that.
Nonetheless,
yeah.
he's
Our dicks are too big.
not hunky.
He's not hunky.
He's not
Okay.
hunky. I mean, he's not unattractive per se, but he's not hunky.
What is he wearing?
The closest thing that you can fit, like a tuxedo that's been fit to a
Whoa.
Reptarox,
Ooh.
but it doesn't look like a tuxedo
Damn,
anymore
he's
because it's
sharp,
like
though.
this.
Yeah.
Hello. Welcome. Oh,
Have I met another Reptarok?
Maybe one or two, but they're pretty rare.
Maybe, yeah, maybe like seen one.
a room?
I'm trying to do a mix of yours and a British accent, as he does sound like he's trying to be refined human
More.
voice.
Yeah, he's like trying. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Forgive me for staring. Have not met a fellow Reptarok in a while.
You are so sexy.
Neither.
Well, me and my compatriot are looking for 2 rooms.
Yes, we have them.
Excellent.
Hurry.
One moment. First off, that'll be $25 each.
Okay, that's fine with me. Can I want to
Throw some in.
try to see, does he have his tail spike?
And he
Have to layer
picks
those.
up with his large hand a tiny little brass bell. Yes, Mr. Archibald. A small human girl walks into the room in a yellow dress. 2 guests?
Yes.
3 and 4. Okay. She follow me. This girl's probably not above the age of 14.
Thank you, child. And
Thank you, kid.
thank you. What was your name?
Archibald.
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 A strong name. I am Carno. I hope we can discuss our similarities sometime.
Indeed. But for now, breakfast is at 8 a.m.
Oh,
From 8 to 8:30.
Understood.
you'll be up.
As soon as the sun rises, Reptaroks wake, as you know.
Yes.
So I will be there.
All right.
Ah, but our rooms will make you want to sleep in longer.
Oh,
A salesman. I see.
not
I'll walk and follow the girl.
And he walks you guys, or she walks you guys upstairs, around to rooms 3 and 4.
3 and 4. You want 3 or 4?
By the way, all of it in here is wood furnishing, which is unusual for this. There's been wood stuff, but like wood, like the baseboards are waist high, like wood with fine carving in them, blue painted walls with kind of crown molding around the top.
Very nice building.
Well, I think it is only fair that, considering you have 4 limbs, you get 4, and 3 is half of 6. which is the amount of limbs that I have.
Right.
Only fair.
I will take 3.
Okay.
Thank you, child.
Enter 4.
See you at breakfast.
Thank you,
She
kid.
walks back downstairs.
Okay.
Oh, well then.
Well, all right, Carno. This has been eventful past few days, but
It has.
I'm honestly glad to say that we both survived.
At the end of the day, if I would have wanted it to be anyone, I would have wanted it to be me. And then the rest of you 3, could go either way, really. But you seem pretty cool, so I'm glad you survived too. And I do think we're gonna need a long rest after this one.
Yeah, we deserve it. Much to stew on.
Well, yeah, I think I'll just go into my room, bid you do, take my armor
Good
off.
night. Good night.
My armor, when I take it off and set it on the ground, it still kind of like maintains its form, so it kind of looks like a lobster shell, like a metal lobster shell that I took off, and then leave my swords in their back slots, and the katana's just all attached and everything, or the kunai all attached. Set it on the ground, and then I sit double crisscross. You know what?
You can fit on this bed. It's a California king.
Well, first, I'm gonna
King
sit on the
shit.
ground, triple crisscross,
Okay.
and just, I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna really try to clear my mind, restore my resolve, and I'm gonna try to go to bed with as little emotion as possible. Just trying to fully logically think about everything, trying to subside any anger that I accumulated, and all. But I do think the level of dishonorability that I just encountered, being double-crossed how I was, is very strongly weighing on my mind, and is. It's just, I don't know, it hurts me not to have been dishonored in such a way. Not only to have been dishonored in such a way, but also just my faith in this planet and its people have been shaken. I don't know if I necessarily feel like all of the people of this planet are my peers, my people anymore. But I must try my best to calm myself and go to sleep. I will get on the bed once I feel calm.
Yeah. I don't know if you're expecting to be able to fit on the bed, but you can.
Well,
Go for them
appreciate that.
Reptarox here.
Yeah. Made for Reptarox by Reptarox.
And also leave
mean,
a
yeah,
note so
that's
you don't
true.
forget on your character sheet. I'll give you +1 resolve point in your next next day you'll have 6 instead of 5.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Since you have been resolved to fight.
You've been resolved, yeah.
But yeah, bed's very comfortable.
Yeah, I imagine I curl up kind of like, I guess kind of like how a dog sleeps, like how a cat sleeps, kind of
Yeah.
just curled up into like a ball, like a bun.
Tail comes around.
Yeah.
Cozy.
Cozy reptile ball.
Cozy in my king. And is there a bathroom in here?
Mhm.
Shower?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lick all my wounds, wash everything.
It does have a sign that say limit your showers to 3 minutes, but
I did actually lick my wounds clean, by the way.
perfect. Okay.
Legitimately.
I don't believe in water cleaning.
I don't believe in
Unsanitary.
soap.
Fair enough.
Gets all that, yeah. But I will heavily indulge in the shower.
Nice.
Get all soaked.
Get as hot as you
clean myself
want.
up.
Works great. They have
Yes.
soap in there for you. Real clean. Get in that bed. It's super comfortable.
Oh yeah, just
It's nice than whatever tenement you crawled out of in that city you were in. So
yeah. I mean, this is the best bed I've been in a while. Just this is nice. And I just think, yeah, the last few days, especially what happened. My first betrayal in a heist kind of makes me feel excited, actually. Yeah, I'm in that boat.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
You have an adventure
I'm
to-
on the outline. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm,
Feel like
I'm,
a
I'm on the
gunslinger.
pace
Yeah.
of what I wanted to do. So
Nice.
yeah, I think, yeah.
Well, you guys fall asleep with your various motivations.
I do think one other thing that crosses my mind before I go to sleep is, maybe this is just where the criminal life heads. Working with criminals, you're just gonna be double crossed. And maybe I just shouldn't have ever gotten into it. I don't know. Maybe.
I think that's something you have to grapple with yourself, especially
was a
being
lot of
a
fun.
noble samurai.
I did get to kill a lot of them,
Don't get to do that very often.
but I don't know. Criminals are dishonorable. I gotta make sure I'm aligning myself with honorable people from now on.
That's why, and maybe we'll be committing some honorable crimes in the future.
Yes.
Maybe this pushes us on the other path of being like, okay.
Like tax fraud.
Yeah.
Or stealing from Amazon.
Dude,
Yeah.
Carno would be a wonderful tax
Yeah,
fraud
the
guy.
best tax.
That really fits his.
Taxes. I don't believe in those.
I'm a libertarian. It's against my ideals.
Not entirely sure money
I'm-
exists, but hey, taxes ain't paying them.
I'm a sovereign citizen, okay? I'm not driving this vehicle, I am riding it.
Space cop comes up to you.
I'm a citizen of space. Thank you very much.
You okay?
I don't align with any planetary organizations.
Oh my god! Little DM note to the players: if any of you guys walk up to somebody and go, "I'm a sovereign citizen in this game," you're done. You're dead. You're getting
cooked.
capped.
You're
I'm just
cooked,
not.
bro.
Excuse me, sir. I'm a sovereign citizen. Your rules don't apply to me.
But regardless, now sovereign and very sleepy,
And very sleepy.
you fall asleep.
What do you sleep like? You a snorer?
I think no, because I just sleep like a fucking pole. Just down the middle. Straight, yeah. Like an arrow.
I've never been less gay than when I'm asleep.
I'm straighter than the way I sleep.
Well, I'm just going. Slay, queen, slay. I'm exceptionally gay while I sleep.
Bro, you sleep so gay.
Yo, you're a bit of a queer sleeper. I don't know if I fuck with it. No, my true self just comes out a little bit.
Just comes out, yeah.
But I do
Because
actually.
you're most comfortable.
Yeah, I do actually imagine though, just like a.
Yeah, that fucking desperation wheeze and
Yeah, it doesn't sound good or pleasant. But I am sleeping thoroughly. Couple of dumbass stoners in their basement, probably. Well, good sleep will still do me
little
good.
sleepy.
Indeed.
And as our heroes rest after a long day's journey, they find solace in the fact that despite being double-crossed by a group of criminals, they've found a friend in each other. Next time, we'll see what they do after talking to the local law enforcement. See you next time.